Oh, Tebow, thanks for buying my membership card here.
Paula, thanks for making me a member. I'm proud to be a member of the Hitting Stops here, and I'm going to put this card in my wallet and carry it around, and each one teach one. I'll spread the info.
Thank you. So, hey, Tebow, how you doing?
Good, Paula. How are you doing?
Good, good. This is a good friend of mine, Tebow. He is a musician, and tell him the name of your group. You have two groups.
I play with several different groups. Right now, my primary band is called Vicious Groove, and we've just released our debut CD entitled Vicious Nation, but I also record with John Lee Hooker Jr., who you know as well.
That's right. Everybody knows John Lee Hooker Jr.
John Lee Hooker Jr., the son of the legend John Lee Hooker, and we just released his third CD entitled All Odds Against Me, so I'm pretty busy here, Paul.
I know. I'm going to make this a quick interview, but
okay.
Thanks for being here, Tebow.
You're welcome. Very welcome.
Tebow has been with me since the beginning of my campaign, and today we're going to talk about Title IX. And Tebow actually has a few questions he wants to ask me. So, Tebow, what do you want to ask me?
Paula, the first thing I was curious about is Title IX, and what exactly is the point of Title IX?
Title IX prohibits sex discrimination in all schools, K through 12 and college, that receive funds from the federal government. In practice, schools must avoid not only intentional favoritism toward one gender over the other in their treatment of students, but also any policies that automatically impact male students and female students differently to a significant degree, whether or not the difference in impact is intentional. Title IX also applies to cases of school sexual harassment. Now, the reason why Title IX is violated when corporal punishment is used in schools, when it is used on a girl, especially a girl who has already reached puberty and has her cycle on a regular basis, she is putting herself in, or the school is putting her in a position to have to dispel some very, very personal information, or they're running the risk of paddling a child or a young lady during the time of a menstrual cycle. And girls, I mean, come on, teenagers, that's a very uncomfortable time of the month for them.
It's incredible, and I've never even thought of it like that, but they have, you know, the person on the other end of the paddle have no idea what these students are going through. When you mentioned young females, they don't know when it's that time of the month. Like you said, they would have to dispose that information.
Exactly.
It's very personal. So
very, very much so. Now, what that means is that if a girl is having her cycle and a principal, male or female, wants to paddle them, that means that girl has to say, please don't paddle me right now, I'm having cramps, I'm having my cycle.
Right, right.
Now, a girl should not have to disclose. That's very intrusive.
It is, and then that's kind of like, don't paddle me right now, give me a rain check on the paddling.
Yeah, give me a rain check. Give me a rain check on it, because right now, if you paddle me, I might throw up. I might, who knows what I'm going to do, but this is not a good time for me to be paddled.
Wow.
And for a girl to have to say that is already very, very much sexual discrimination, because boys don't have to disclose any information like that.
Wow.
Okay, so Title IX right there is being violated every time a girl is paddled.
Okay.
Now, some girls, what if they get a hold of this information and say, well, you know what, from now on I'm going to say that I'm having my cycle right now. So now we're teaching girls how to be deceitful. So now, in order for a girl to protect herself, because she doesn't want to be hit, especially since girls in the 29 other states don't get hit for not having ID cards, or for being late, or for not having homework, or because their cell phone was out. Now these girls over here have to be hit because it's lawful in their district, but the other girls aren't being hit, and these girls have to say, I'm having my cycle right now, would you please not hit me? But the other girls don't have to say that. That's discrimination.
In the worst way. Discrimination in the worst way. So I'm glad we touched on that Title IX. That's a very important subject.
Very important subject.
Very important.
Now, the other thing about it is that most parents, now I have a daughter, my little pride and joy, Nia, and I've taught my daughter not to let anybody touch her anywhere in any bathing suit areas. Okay?
Okay.
Now, we as parents, and you have a daughter too, don't you?
I do. I have an 11-year-old daughter.
What's her name?
Anovia.
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 Which means
yes, indeed.
sweetheart.
Yes. Well, yes, it does.
And the thing is that we have little girls whom we love, and we teach them, you don't let anybody touch you in the bathing suit area. Now, make me understand why it's okay for me to spend years teaching my daughter to not let anybody touch her in that area, but a 6'4", 300-pound principal, male principal, could take a wooden paddle and beat her on her bathing suit area.
Bend her over the
table. Bend over, hold the end of the table or your ankles, or the back seat of a chair, or put your hands up against a wall like you might see in adult videos.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
And paddle her.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Thank you.
You might see in an adult video. That whole position.
That whole position
of prepared to be paddled is of adult content.
Exactly.
So
that's sexual harassment. And Title IX, which was put in place in 1972, says that no federally funded institution for public schools, right on through college, is that type of behavior or discipline acceptable to use towards children.
Okay. All right. That answers that about Title IX. I hope you guys got it, because I sure got it.
Yep.
And that's good information, Paula.
Yep. Thank you.
Very good information.
Thank you.